Okay, what's up, guys? Okay, so for today, it's gonna be a pretty chill day. We're just gonna solve a few leak code problems and then answer some questions. Hey, so while we're waiting for people, let's just solve the leak code daily challenge. Is there any? Didn't I solve this stuff? Oh, okay. Or just while we're waiting for people, let's just solve an online interior. How about that? Okay. Let's do assessments. Start the mock interview. Okay. Given an array of logs, each log is a space delimited of strings of words where the first word is the identifier. There are two types of logs. Letter logs, all the words except the identifier. Okay. Digit log. Okay. Reorder the logs so that okay, I'm not gonna do this wrong. This is Alexa graphically, which is annoying. What's up, Jayusha? I'm wearing headphones, but I can only hear you in one ear, lol. I don't know why. Let me try to fix my mic. I don't know. Okay. Um, is it better now? Okay. Nice. Generic parentheses. Okay. For today's stream, I'm waiting for one person. I gave him a problem to do, and then he didn't solve it. I gave him the climbing stairs, right? And then, yeah, I'm waiting for him so I can explain the problem. But dude, yeah, this is kind of, I think you're the only one who's watching my stream, so I just chill and then solve leak code problems. What major are you in? Are you in college? What language I use? It's between Java and C++. I used to use Java a lot, but I switched to C++ because right now I'm doing Code Forces, if you know. I take online classes by I work in DevOps. Cool. Like development. So are you in college? Where are you from? Cool. Are you from the United States? Oh, you mean the state Georgia? Georgia. Oh, cool. Can you subscribe, please? I really appreciate it if you subscribe. Yeah, same, bro. I mean, not in Georgia, but thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, bro. Got four people watching right now. Okay, so given the root of a binary tree, search, okay. Return the kth smallest value. Kth smallest value. Okay, so for this problem, I know we're going to use DFS, but other than that, you guys can give this problem a try if you want. So we're going to use DFS, and then the kth smallest value. So this is going to be in order, reversal, right? Starting from the root. You're curious because you've never seen C++ in action? Oh, I mean, I don't solve tree problems in C++. I mostly solve it in Java. It's basically the same thing, dude, right? But for these kind of problems, in like for code forces, I use C++. But for leetcode, I usually use Java and rarely use C++. So just try to solve this problem, okay? So let's see. We have to, okay. Um, okay, let's do this. So create an index called -1, right? Or yeah, -1. Let's create a public int DFS and takes in they do look similar, right? I think the Java, the most similar language, like compared to Java, is C++ and JavaScript, right? Actually, not JavaScript, but yeah, C++ is similar to Java. That's true. Let's just do this. Okay, I don't know what happened. I think stream just ended. I don't know why.
which is a way of representing program execution with vectors that's very important for compiler optimization techniques like polyhedral optimization, where you try to use the machinery of linear algebra to manipulate and reorder and optimize programs. So imagine we've got a really simple program, like for I in 0 to 3 inclusive, we do this statement called P, which makes the array value AI equal to the array value BI plus 1, and just ignore what AI and BI are. How do we represent this program's execution order? And since we're just talking about the order to simplify things and abbreviate things, I'm just going to abbreviate the statement in the ith iteration of the loop as PI. And a very straightforward way for this one-dimensional loop is to assign statements to points on a number line. And then we'll say PI happens
What's up, real videos? Where you from? Just saw me leetcode videos, you know. Oh, you from Canada? Cool. Yeah. Are you majoring in computer science or something else? Or do you just like to code for fun, like me? And then can you please subscribe, please? We're so close to 80 subscribers. I would really, really appreciate it if you subscribe. Holy, you working on AI? Wait, wait. So you're working at an AI company? What company are you working for? The company's data and mission. Oh, okay. So like more visualized AI stuff, right? I don't know what it's called, but cool. Are you doing internships? Oh, you mean you saw no computer science problems? Cool. Can you guys please subscribe? You teach AI how to code? Damn, damn, bro. Bro, can you please subscribe, please? We're so close. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm 15. I'm in high school. Just coding before school starts. I'm thinking of like, I don't know, learning AI also after school starts though. For summer, I'm just gonna solve leetcode and code forces. If you checked out my other live previously, I solved code forces. Are you planning to go to college? Probably after like 3 years, of course, bro. In this market, you can't get a job without at least a bachelor's degree, right? I'm also thinking of doing my master's in AI. Cool, bro. Must be really good at AI then, right? Let's go. We're yeah, 79 subscribers. Thank you, real videos. We just need one more person to subscribe, and we're at 80. True, true. I also tried to build like a simple website. Your chat is not showing. I think I see it, bro. Done and done. Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't recognize you. It's loading right now. True. LeetCode is for like landing interviews and then project. It taught me a lot of stuff. Garrett and Code, what's up, dude? Y'all created a Discord server. You guys can check it out if you want. Let me send the link. This is my Discord in case you guys want to join. So, real videos, like, do you leak code? Okay, sure, yeah. Just solve this problem. Just not solve it. This is stupid because I hate problems with lexical order. It's unnecessary for interviews, right? Okay, what problem did you solve? Glamorize? What problem did you solve? And then I'll explain the climbing stairs for you after I solve this problem. First bad version. Just type in the problem you solved. I'll try to solve it. And then guys, for the DP problem on code forces, this is the solution for those of you who understand it that also do code forces. This is like O n like to the power of 5, but the constraints are small, so it's fine. That's my name. I don't see your name. Hashtag 2. 208. Oops. Actually, let me just delete all this. I'll use file V for tomorrow again. Okay. Oh, you mean problem to overeat? Okay, my bad. Yeah, I just realized that. 278. Yo, my internet is pretty bad. First bad version. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So you're a product manager and currently leading a team to develop a new product. Unfortunately, the latest version of your product fails the quality check. Since each version is developed based on the previous version, all the versions after a bad version are also bad. Suppose you have, okay, n versions, you want to find out the first bad one, which causes all the following ones to be bad, okay? You're given an API bool, version is bad, okay? implement a function to find the first bad version, you should. Okay. I mean, so you want me to go step by step, right? I think this is a binary search, but I'll just do it step by step. So basically, hold up. Okay. Do you guys hear me well? Can you type 1 in the chat if you do? Is it lagging for you guys? Can you guys type 1 in the chat? Okay, it works. Got it. 11. Okay, so one tip. So if you find so first of all, always look at the constraints, right? For each problem, always look at the constraints. This is a big hint. It tells you basically how to solve the problem, right? So if we look at the constraints, 2 is to the power of 31. So we know that's a really big number, right? And then, uh, wait, but the thing is, what is this bad for? Oh, it's not an input, okay. I guess it's just the output then. Yes, less as possible. So if you look at Algo Monsters, not this one. Look at this video.
Ever feel like leetcode?
Watch this video. So for each constraints, right, there's like this. The algorithm you just use for each problem. So if the n is greater than 10 to the power of 6, right, it's either simple greedy math or binary search. If it's like around this range, it can be greedy, two pointers, heaps, and sorting, right? If it's below this, that means you could solve this using dynamic programming. But if it's less than or equal to 20, you can just use backtracking or brute force. So we know our n is greater or equals to 10 to the power of 6, right? So that means this is a binary search. And then we're also looking for the minimum and maximum number, right? The minimum and maximum number, or like the minimum number. If we see a problem with minimum or maximum, right, we know it's either DP, greedy, or binary search. But in this case, doing greedy is not efficient, and also doing DP is not efficient. Yes, and n is sorted. It's 1 to n, right? It's sorted. So on top of, so from this, we know we have to use an efficient. Yes, but 2 to the power of 31, it's bigger than 10 to the power of 6, right? So if you just do 2 times 2 times, wait, I think my internet is lagging. Yo, what is happening to my computer? I can't move. Hold on, if the stream goes down, just like, I'll create another one, just join back in. But something's wrong with my computer. I don't know why. I don't think it's hacked, dude. Okay, it's better now. Cool, okay. Okay, so, yeah, 2 to the power of 31, right? And then 10 to the power of 6. If you compare these two, this is much bigger, right? So we already know n is greater than 10 to the power of 6, so we have to use binary search. If we do it iterative, using like brute force, it's gonna give a TLE, because in leetcode, every solution you do like has to be like less than 10 to the power of 6. I mean 10 to the power of 8. So if you do a loop from 1 to 10 to the power of 8, that would work. But if you do a loop from 1 to 10 to the power of 9, it would give a TLE. That's basically what happened in twosome, right? Garrett and code, yeah. So you might be wondering how this code got accepted in twosome. If we look at this, the constraint is greater or equals to 10 to the power of 4, right? The test case is try it. I mean, yeah. I mean, so like basically, if this is 10 to the power of 4, You might be wondering how this passed, right? Oops. This solution. How did this pass? Because it was on the edge of TLE, like time limit exceeded. So we ran a loop, nested loop, with 10 to the power of 4, right? So if you multiply 10 to the power of 4 by 10 to the power of 4, that's 10 to the power of 8. So code forces accept solutions that is exactly 10 to the, LeetCode accepts solution that is exactly equal to 10 to the power of 8 or less than it. So that's why the solution passed. But if you run like one more for loop after this, it's gonna give time limit exceeded. So that's basically why we can't use the brute force solution. Do you guys get it? Okay, now let's write the solution. So in this solution, a simple binary search takes the leftmost value and then the rightmost value. Don't you get tired? Oh wait, I took a rest from 3 to 6:30. I just streamed for 1 hour 30 minutes in the evening, or yeah, 12 p.m. and then I'm just streaming now. It's been like 30 minutes since I started. Okay, so let's just create two variables, right? Left, set that equal to 1, because we know it starts from 1, right? The value could be 1. The other, set it equal to n. The maximum value that could be a bad API or a bad product is n. So it's still possible to pick n. After we set this, let's just do the left. Wait, but the thing is it guaranteed that there's a bad product? Okay, let's just think it as guaranteed. So since it's guaranteed, right, let's just check if left is greater or equal, like less than, right? And then the reason we're not doing less or equals is because it's guaranteed, right? If nothing's bad starting from the left and then nothing's bad starting from the right, it's guaranteed that there's a bad product. So that one, the remaining one, should just be the answer, right? So we don't need to double check that. See example 2. Okay, so it's guaranteed. Okay. So since it's guaranteed, yeah, this is the right approach then. Let's just calculate the middle value, right? Divided to. I think you guys know about the midpoint formula, right? You guys learn it in geometry. Yo, wait, I need to quit some apps. It's lagging too much. Okay, so the midpoint for So if we have a range, I do not understand the problem. Okay. The problem is, okay, I'll just send you the link. We just need to do a binary search to figure out the bad product. It's used to find the slope or the altitude for slope, right? But we just take this for example. It's just x1 plus x2 divided by 2. It's just simple. It's enough to memorize it. So after we get our midpoint, right, we need to check if, what is this? Is bad version mid, right? We need to check if that midpoint is a bad version or not. Yeah, no worries. You can just try to solve it on your own and then let me know if you did. So if the mid is a bad version, that means we can't just straight away return that number, right? Because there could be a number previous, or there could be a previous product that's causing that midpoint to be okay. Cool, cool. So it's false you move back. Yeah, I do. So if the midpoint is a bad product, then we can't just straight away return this because there could be like other products previously or just before that could be causing this midpoint to be a bad product, right? So to find that thing, we can just shrink our range so we know mid is a bad product, right? So let's just shrink our right border to mid, right? Does that make sense? So if the mid is a bad version, let's just shrink it to shrink our left border or our left pointer to mid, because we know we don't need to check all the products after the mid pointer because it's basically useless, right? There's no point in of checking it. It might be this mid that's causing the API or causing a bad product, or there might be another product before this that might be causing, you know, bad products. And then if it's not a bad version, then we increment our left pointer by 1 because we basically know any product, including mid and before mid, is not bad. So we know we don't need to check that. If there's a bad product, it must be after the mid, right? It cannot be at mid or before that. Yes, oh, my bad. It should be mid plus 1. And then at the end, we can just return the left, right? Yeah. Or we can just set this equal to 0 and then return the right. It doesn't really matter. It's basically the same thing. Time limit exceeded. Oh, I guess it matters then, huh? Oh, I see. Because we're not decrementing this by -1. Yeah. If you want, okay, let's just do this. And then turn left. If you want to make it greater or equals, you have to create another variable to store the last failed product. Because if you set it equal to 0 and then just say right equals mid, then it's gonna be like the loop is never gonna end, right? But if we did mid -1, we might point towards a product that is not actually that, right? We might have just skipped our answer, so you can return right too. Wait, let me try something. What if I do right -1, right? But return works right +1. Would this work? Yeah, it works. I guess this can work too. When we submit it, time limit exceeded, huh? Okay, so this is tentative. Guess this is slow then. Wait, is this fine for this? Hmm. Wait, what seems to be the issue? Is this long? No, no, it's not. It's not long, long. Is it because we're our dividing is slow? I feel like this is pretty. Okay, wait. Let me check how to divide fast. Shop. Wait, I actually am confused. Let's just keep the solution. So this is fine. You need to declare a variable that you already declared. Not gonna say which. Wait, so you want me to like, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think so. Like we have two large values, right? And then we're adding them up and then dividing it. Okay, wait. Let me check something. If you okay, yeah, they can't be added. That's the thing. So they're both int maxes, right? If we add them, can I paste solution? Wait, I feel like so there's two ways to find midpoints, right? One is just adding them, but this could work for like smaller inputs or constraints. The other one is we have to find the difference between the right and then the left, and then divide that by two, right? And then do left do this. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Mid equals left plus r minus l divided by 2. Let me see if this, oh, this is right and this is left. Okay, it's r. Oh, I just misread it to what you said. Hey, geez, you're going to sleep now? Yeah, this is an interesting problem. I guess then I should always use this for large constraints. Keep that in mind. Tired? Okay. What did you do today? Cool, bro. This was an interesting problem, though. We'll join Discord tomorrow. Alright. I'll add it on my YouTube bio, so you can just see from there. This is a good problem, bro. It's a good practice on dynamic programming and with the efficient midpoint finding. Learned flex blocks? Like you mean in CSS? Oh yeah. CSS is hard to understand. Not gonna lie. True, true. Are you in school? Or are you in high school like me, or are you in college? We just hit 80 subscribers. Let's go. College? Nice. Let's go, bro. Alright, good night. Good is the worst. Yeah, we can actually do some grid problems if you want. I can teach you like the basics. For grid, it's just DFS and BFS, right? Nothing else. Once you learn it, you'll learn it, you know? Okay. Garrett Code, are you still here? CSS grid. Wait, what's a CSS grid? I know Flex. Oh, this one? I front end work, bro. I choose back end over front end. You two, I think you prefer the same, right? Garrett Code. All right. So climbing stairs DP. What's your knowledge on DP? How well are you? It's like beginner, intermediate. You like both? So you know recursion and stuff? Did you try to implement it? Was it giving you a wrong answer? Can you like send me the like zero knowledge? Okay, okay. So you didn't even try. Do you know about recursion? You know recursion? Okay, that's important, okay? So recursion, right? It loops itself. Yeah, it's basically 100% the same as base space. Okay, so recursion is just uh calling a function, declaring a base case, right? It's really useful for these kind of problems. Once you learn recursion, you're going to learn about depth first search, breadth first, not breadth first search, but like dynamic programming, memorizations, all these optimizations you can add on top of recursion, right? So let's just create a simple recursive function. I'll do it in Java, okay? Let's just create public int recursion, right? And then let's make this take uh, integer n. Hold on, I'm trying to get a whiteboard. Okay, I'll just do it here. Whiteboard. Okay, don't mind my handwriting. It's pretty bad. Just try to like understand the main point. So if we have like an integer n, right? Oops. Like an integer n here, right? Recursion, once we declare a transition and call the recursive function, or just call the function itself, right? Let's just do n minus 1. And then let's say the n is 5. So 5 is going to call itself with 4. 4 is going to call its function passing in the parameter 3. 3 is going to call itself passing in the parameter 2 now, right? And then 2 is going to call itself passing in the parameter 1. And then when 1 is going to do the same, but this time 0. And then 0 is going to do the same, but this time 1. Negative 1. And then negative 1 is going to do the same, this time negative 2. And then negative 2 going to do the same, this time negative 3. This just goes on forever, right? It's just going to keep going. So the thing about recursion is, every time you create a recursive function, right, you need a base case. So this function will stop calling itself forever and forever. You need something such that it doesn't call itself, right? You need something to stop. Yes. So for every dynamic programming, right, or every recursion and stuff, you need a base case, right? So let's say for this, if n equals 0, we return 0. And then let's create a variable called, because this is a recursive that's returning int. Every function is going to return a number, right? That's why you need to create a variable. Let's just call it C. And let's just return C itself. So this recursive function, right? This is going to call it. So after it reaches 0, don't mind this. It's going to return 0, right? So it stops here. This is going to return 0. And then you keep track of what it returned when you call the function with n minus 1. So n, like 1 receives 0, it's gonna return C again. 2 receives 0, returns 0 again, and so on, right? They'll all receive 0. Of course, you can change this, right? Just change this to C plus 1. So if this returns 0, this is gonna return 1. This is gonna return 2. This is gonna return 3, right? So you call itself and then return something. Does that make sense so far? This is pretty understandable, or do you need clarifications? Okay, so far so good. So let's continue. Okay, so for this problem, suppose you're climbing a stair, right? So imagine a stair like this. You want to reach this step, so this is a goal. But you're here. And then in the problem, it said it takes you like n steps to reach here, right? So in total, this is n. What's up, KJ? Okay, so this is n, right? And then, okay, wait. Yeah, if this is n, it said you can either climb 1 or 2 steps. So initially, what the problem is asking you is how many ways could you reach here if you can take 1 or 2 steps, right? And then at the end of the day, these should all add up to n. Okay, can you see like a recursive function from this problem? First of all, initialize the variables you'll need, right? So in this problem, you just have a variable called n, right? N is your starting point, and then the other variable you should probably need is the current step you're on. The current step you're on. So if you're at here, this should be step 1. Let's just label this. Oh, okay. So here you're at step 2, here you're at step 3, and then here you're at step 4. And then after you initialize the variables you'll need, right? Or just find out what variables are in this problem. Look at the options. So every DP problem is gonna have an option. It's either gonna say it in the problem or you just need to find it. But here it says it in the problem, right? You could either take 1 or 2 steps. So we know these are the choices we can take. So the choices is we can take 1 or 2 steps, and these kind of problems, these are kind of have to be recursive transitions you'll need. So let's just jump straight into how to solve this. Suppose you have an integer n, right? The goal we want. So starting from integer n, or just we're starting from 0, right? Starting from 0, you could either take 1 or 2 steps, right? What's up, Cheese Fest? Yeah, I'm just explaining like a DP solution. Where are you located in? Okay, so yeah, this is kind of the recursion we're gonna use to solve this problem. So if we take 1 step, that means we're at 1, right? Step 1. If we take 2 steps, that means we're at step 2. From step 1, right, we can also take either 1 step or 2 steps to reach the top. If we take 2 steps, this would result in 3, and then if we take 1 step, this would result in 2. Similar to if we're at step 2, we can either take 1 or 2 steps. This would result in 4, this would result in 3. And then if our n is 4, suppose our n is 4, you can see this path is already one valid solution, right? It's already one valid way to reach the top. So it says we take 2 steps from here, and then another 2 steps to reach 4, right? The others are still being processed, so we don't exactly know. And then let's do the same again. So this would be plus, this would be +1, be +2, so this would be 3, this would be 4, +1, +2, this would be also 4, and this would be 5. Do the same, +1, +2, this would be 4, 5, and then do the same for this. +2, +1, be 5, and then 6. This is kind of how it looks for the recursion, right? And then if you notice, once we reach step 4, we can't go any further, right? We should probably just stop there. So anything above it is not a valid path. But if we reach 4, so this should return 1, right? This might be a little messy, so let's just delete this. Same for this. This results in 4. So what this does is it first takes 2 steps, and then 1, and then takes 1 step again. Yeah, the base case is if n is exactly 4, we return 1, because that's a valid path, right? But if n is greater or equal, greater than 4, or just like, yeah, think of this as the current step, and then the n is actually the value we want to reach, right? And then if n is greater than 4, we return 0, because that's not a valid path. We shouldn't return anything. So this is greater than 4 because it's not a valid path. It says it takes 2 steps, 1 step again, and then 2 steps again, right? This exceeds our current step we want to reach, so this is not a valid path. It just returns 0. This is a valid path, so this should return 1. This is not a valid path, so this should return 0. This is a valid path, so this returns 1. Same as this. This is still needs to be computed, so it's either +2 or +1. This results in 4, this results in 5. This is a valid path, so it returns 1, but this is not, so it returns 0. And then at the end, if you sum all those, this is a log n approach, really? You mean binary search? Isn't it with matrix? Yeah. Matrix multiplication. Yo, I need to learn that. I heard like it's commonly used in dynamic programming problems. Yeah, I put it on my to-do. I should like learn one of the to-do topics I need to learn. It's listed on there. So I'm going to learn starting from next week. So on Friday, starting from Friday. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'll learn that. Yeah, Matrix. Do you do LeetCode also? Yeah, I just started competitive programming. I'm still a newbie because I sold on my last few competitions, but it's trying to be a prodigy. I don't know. The level after that. You do LeetCode? What's your LeetCode account? I can check it out. Are you in CS or Or like in high school? Serpents a lot. Oh. I bet you solved over like 700 problems. Because if you know matrix, damn. Okay, bro. Damn. So you're a senior? Holy. Do you do Isako? Yo, this is nice. I want this. Holy, bro. I bet you're a master, grandmaster in code forces then. Wait. Oh, you have a different name on code forces? That's crazy, dude. You haven't done code forces contest? Have you solved problems though? Start soon. Bro, you should have started. You should have done Isako. Did you even do that? Backtracking, union find. Is this union find is just this joint set union, right? You do a lot of competitions though. Did you do Calico from UC Berkeley? What contests did you join? Bro, you should subscribe. Can you please subscribe, please? I really appreciate it. UIL? Never heard of it. University. Yep, never heard of it. Oh, you got accepted to UIL? Is that a college? Dude, can you please subscribe? Please. I'm pushing to 80 subscribers. Football, track, academic. Huh. So I don't think it's online though, right? Did you do good? Did you get gold or something? Oh, he's been doing it since his junior year, bro. He's cracked. Look at this, bro. He never missed a day. Bro, why should I sub, bro? Because I'm pushing to 90 subscribers. I don't know. I just need subscribers. I really appreciate it though, if you did. And you said you're in computer science, right? And you're a senior, right? 13 badges. Holy bro. Senior, damn. Bro, you should hop in tomorrow's stream. I'll try to do like Code Forces DP problems. And you can solve it with me if you want. You too, Garrett and Code. Enough glazing. Alright. But this is crazy though. Never miss a day. Oh my god. Look at me. I didn't even solve for 1 month. Oh, it's okay, bro. It's okay. Just watch. Okay, yeah, and then you basically understand what I'm talking about, right? Garrett and Code? You just solve it with recursion. So this is the uh current step, and then you can just do target step, right? If current step equal to target step, you return 1. If current step is greater or equal to, no, not equals, greater than target step, then you return 0, right? And then you just basically sum up all, just sum up the sum of the possibilities. Step -1, target step. Oh, this is +2, my bad. This is not -1, this should be +1. Okay. And then you can just return, okay, starting from 0 and then end. So there's like an optimization that has to be done because if you look at it, let's put 45. It's gonna give us time limit exceeded, right? Because our tree or like our stacks become so large to the point it's not able to handle like all the calls, right? So the thing we do is if you look at the tree, there's multiple duplicate steps we solved, right? So if you see there's 2 and 2, we basically solve the like how many ways can we um reach the target if we're at step 2, right? We calculated this 2 times, but at the end of the day, the value is the same, right? The amount of ways to reach the target step, if we're at Step 2 is the same. So what you should do is, first of all, let's create a variable, right? dp integer of dp. And then dp equal to new integer of n plus 1. Just n. And what you want to do is, if we already calculated the number of ways we can reach the target step, if we're at that current step, if we already calculated that, there's no need to do it again, right? We can just use the same value. So let's do if dp at current step not equal to, what was it, null. We can just return dp at current step. Else, if it's the first time we're calculating, right, then we can just calculate it, but before we finish the recursion, we need to store that value so we can later on use it if we need to. Yes, so now if you look at this runs much faster, right? Because if we already store every value we calculate, we can just reuse it. And that's basically this idea of memorization. Store it in an integer, right? And then use it if we already calculated. If not, we can just calculate it again using recursion. Thank you for Cheesefest for subscribing, dude. Thank you. Okay, now let's submit this. Do you have any questions? If so, you can ask. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised you understand my handwriting. My teacher literally gave me an F because she couldn't understand my handwriting. Yeah, look, now try to solve the Fibonacci. Okay, I'll give you a problem. Try this problem tomorrow. Similar to that, I'll give you that hint. Joke? Wait. Actually, never mind. It's not similar. You just need to read the problem. The idea is similar, but base cases and stuff might be. Wait, can you guys see the link? What do you mean forgot links don't show up? My bad. Never mind. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, what problem should I solve? Oh, I solved the daily yet? No. Guess I can give this one a try. But I'm not good at these kind of problems. Whatever. I'll just try to solve it. Have you solved the daily yet? I forgot what your username was. Okay. Oops. Okay, I might struggle, bro. I don't. I think I only solved one problem similar to this. It's like, it's weird. You have three functions. Okay. Implement a data structure that supports queries, two types. You okay? You did it 10 minutes. Okay, okay. I'll try to solve it. Just support me along the way, because I might get confused. Add a positive integer to an element of a given index. Okay. Count the number of pairs such that is equal to the given value. Okay. So do I need to initialize or something? So I know this is going to be a hash map, right? What does count do? Count returns the number of pairs, okay. Tot, okay. Find some pairs at a count. Wait, so what does this want? What do you mean adding? So can I just do nums of index plus equals? I mean, let me see this. Yeah, because there's 7 integers that can add up to 7. Here's one, and then this. Okay, okay. So this. So let's just create a hash map. And then the other one contains the frequency, right? I don't know if this will work or not. Trying. What do you mean by initialize? Wait, cheese fruit fest. Do I just do find some pairs? Cool. Wait, okay. This is weird. Need like an example. Initialize is an object. So do I need to create an object outside? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Instance variable, what is that? Instance variables. Java. The constructors. Hold up. Oh, so it's similar to this saying. Oh, so this is an instance variable. Okay. Initialize the constructor. Oh, okay. Did you take AP Comp Sci A? I think that's where you learned this, right? I'm taking it next year. So like this. So this is the constructor you're saying. This dot hash. Wait, this dot nums1 equals nums1. So this dot nums2 equals nums2. So like this. You took the AP test though? Oh, wait. Well, I feel bad for you. Because if it offered an AP Comp Sci, right, that would have been a free GPA booster. It's an easy 5, right? Did you get a 5? Is your AP scores released? What college are you going to? Is it the Texas? So you're going to Texas? Cool. Well, I can't wait to go to college. I need 3 more years. Got a 5, yeah, bro. You solved 900 problems, bro. You should be getting a 5. Unless you have a fever or something during the test. Or your Chromebook magically gets hacked. How old am I? You mean Cheese Fest or me? Tarun Deep Noma. Are you talking about me or not? Okay, so yeah, I'm currently a sophomore now. So I need to finish my sophomore year and my junior year and my senior year, and then I can go to college. Should I just dip out on my junior year and start applying for colleges? I feel like you can, right? If you get like enough credit. But I don't know. My parents wouldn't probably allow me to do that. Okay, bro, I'm so lost. You said structure. Yo, this is so complicated. Geared and code. I think you should give this problem a try, bro. You cracked the Java, right? Geared and code. So you have to declare the variables outside of the construct. No, bro. I need to. I don't want to lose my streak, bro. I need to get that badge. Okay, well, constructor. So you're talking like okay, into the constructor as well. So this dot hash equal to hash, and then you're saying this is P. Oh my God, what is that? Object-oriented programming. But either declared public or private. Okay, so are you saying hash map map? I mean hash. Does this look good? Spanish. Oh, you can speak Spanish? Wait, so string name, string age. Okay, so this looks fine, I guess. From Colombia. Dog one equal to. So wait, why is there two dogs here? Can you name this something else? Which one is a which? Or every class, does every class has to like have a constructor with the same name to initialize the variables? Plus equals your message ain't showing up. My bad. I think there's I changed the settings or something. I don't know why. It's restricting some error. I'll fix it tomorrow. 82 subscribers. Let's go. Are you majoring in computer science, Cheese Fest? I mean, of course, right? What else? Or else, why would you be solving 900 legal problems, right? And then what? So it's like when you use the word new. Wait, so when you declare a class, it's like creating a template for creating objects. So it's like when you use the word new, it means you're going to use the construction to create an object from a class. So if I do new hash map, then I need to put it in the constructor. Okay, I removed it. So that's my own thing. Do I need a private constructor for the hash map then? Let's just do this part really quick then. Return stop get. Wait. This is a loop, right? Just put in find some pairs map equals new hash map and remove the part from above, just keeping hash map. So I should delete this and say find some pairs map equals new hash map. Let me just search it up. How to declare hash. Yo, don't give up. Yeah, I'm lost, dude. Never did this. OPP. Yep, no. I'm not reading that. Okay. Can you see my account? I lost it, dude. Wait, bro. Still need to loop through this, right? Length plus. I need to add nums1 values, right? Yeah, it's like two sum. Try brute force. What is the constraint? I guess it's okay. nums2. So we get this. We need to add nums and values. T plus equals. You are putting like the map of the type map. Okay, bro. Yeah, actually, no. Wait, so need to do. So this was good, or just let's just change this to hash. And instead of this, we can just add. Okay, so yeah, that's the mistake. Okay, just one dot length I plus plus. I could just do it like get or default, but I'm just gonna do this. So, oops. Wait, this is wrong. I know. One. Okay. Wait, no, this is not it. And then what? Is this right? I don't know. Cannot find. Oops. Nums. Cannot find symbol. Oops. It's nums1. And this is nums2. Why am I doing num? Wrong. Yeah, bro, it's Lico has some issues. Yeah, let's see. Let's give him 0. Count. So number of pairs that add up to. Wait, this is not nums of 2 minus. It's total minus nums of 2 at I, right? New sub after looking at your age and achievements. Thank you, bro. How many subs do we have now? 83. Let's go. Contains key. This is I. Why is it giving me 0? Look in OOP at class. It's a template where you declare attributes, methods, and functions. Hmm. Fine, right? Hashtag contains key total minus number number 2 I t plus equals hash dot get. Okay, bro, this is definitely not right. You use the constructor and object is like materializing the class. So this is an object, right? And then you said materializing that class. Okay, so hey, what does that mean though? To definition become actual. Okay. So object is like okay. Oh, so this is like okay. I get what you mean. So this constructor is materializing this object, is what you're saying, right? That's the class declaration. Object is directly a value. For example, to get the class doc use object is directly a variable. Oh, like this? Where was it? OPP Java. Okay, so objects are more specific. What's up? Short nerd. Okay, I'll just call you Short. What's up, Short? Thank you for hopping in. Appreciate it. So in the constructors, we are supposing it receives. Oh, okay. Okay, and then the constructor is this, right? What's what am I building? No, I'm not building anything. I'm just solving leak code. Trying to get the daily task achievement. About 84 subscribers. Let's go. Looking good. Thank you. Short. You can solve this with me if you guys want. Getting wrong answer. I think that person left, right? Garrett code. I think he just gave up. He has other stuff to worry about, right? Because he's going to college. Right. I'm chilling, bro. I was grinding before. Can you share your leetcode profile? I might burn up a long thing in my thesis. Wait, you're in high school? You could have a method named greet, and that method is going to use attribute so that it allows. Oh, okay. Thank you, bro. A lot of resources. You're located in the United States? Short. What's up? Shoot, Darby, thank you for hopping in, bro. Appreciate it. United States, yeah. Where are you located? Short, where are you located? I'm in Europe. Okay. Wait, it must be. Wait, time in Europe. Let me see. Time in Europe. Oh, okay. Okay, bro. Damn. Bro, you should honestly sleep. Wait, can you subscribe, please? I need 5 more subscribers, and then there's 5 people watching. I know Garrett and Code. We'll talk it tomorrow on DS so you understand it better. Yeah, let's do that. Do that, bro. I actually might study like Java and prepare for my AP Comp Sci class after I solve the code forces. I'll DM you when I finish my code forces. Okay, Garrett and Code, and then you can just hop in. I just subscribed. Bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you. What were you grinding? Do you also do leetcode? We got 84 subscribers. Thank you all the guys who subscribe. You do leetcode or build projects? Are you in college? Yeah, sounds good. I'll DM you and then we can just like study. I can like ask you questions and stuff, right? And then I'd also solve leetcode. So I'll try to like have a subscriber count here. I'll try. Short, but thank you, bro. Thank you, Garrett and Code and Short. We appreciate your efforts. Brother, I have to finish my thesis in uni. Oh, university. Okay. I haven't. Okay, what is that? It's NLP? Oh, shoot. Project outside of this, I have to do some personal projects on. Damn, you're an AI? Holy, bro. Are you an AI researcher engineer? Or becoming to become an AI researcher engineer? Because they're getting paid more than LeBron, right? This one Meta collected all the AI researchers. Hey, bro, you should honestly teach me to do research. Really interested. Garrett and Code says he's also interested, right? But I think he can learn it, right? Can learn it faster than me. You have experiences, stuff. Bro, you should just start posting, bro. You should just post a Java tutorial and then I'll watch it. Let's build some simple Java projects. Wait, I have it here. Okay, never mind. I'm just not gonna use this. Okay, cool. Total minus. Oh my God, bro. What's this? Yeah, and then this. Bro, why am I doing nums? This is tricky. Okay, it works. TLE? What? Is it because I'm using getter default? I guess this is too long, bro. Just search it up. How to do getter default. Oh, it's this one. So instead of putting all these code, right? I could just do get or default, so it automatically manages that. But this time this should be 2, 2. Nah, this is not 2. This is get t plus equals. We don't need this. Okay, I'm almost done. Just solve this problem and I'll probably end this stream then. Hash dot. Just get a default. It's total minus nums at I. Minus nums 2 at I. Would this help? Right, now my diploma will be computer science with specific department. Let's say, oh, whoa. Say being software engineer here in Europe, the stack you, okay. True, bro. I'll just pin that. I don't know. I think it's because of my internet, guys. It's pretty bad. What do you need to parentheses? Okay, I'm almost done. If this works. Oh my god, it barely passed. Barely passed, bro. Barely passed. What? Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Do we have to use memorization here? Yeah, we do. Okay, Rob, give up. Just gonna look at the solution. This is way too complicated. What? Yo, this is the same thing. How is it not right? How old am I, guys? I'm 15. Ugh. I'm almost 20 and barely. Well, it's okay, bro. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Where are you from, Jude Davy? Dapi. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Thank you, Short. What is your country? Oh, it's okay, bro. I mean, most of my viewers are from India, so it's not that new. Isn't it night there? I feel like it is. 7:40, bro. Y'all just wake up at 7:40 a.m. to grind leetcode. It's crazy, bro. Just built different, I guess. True, bro. I'll send you my Discord. I have a Discord server. Y'all can like chat if you want. Get the resources. It's not only for me, but don't mind the profile picture, bro. It's fine. Send the Discord link. Yeah, I sent it. Yeah, he joined. And then y'all can chat or something. True, 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 bro. Oh, I see, guys. The reason why the solution didn't get accepted is if you look at the constraints, look at this one, bro. It's 10 to the power of 5. And look at this. 100K subs, bro. Yo, but I really appreciate it. I just at least want like 100 subscribers, you know? And then you guys can like type in the resources for each category. It could be DSA, web development, AI, cybersecurity. stuff, and then you guys can talk in general. Connections, right? Networking. This is called networking, bro. Online networking. True. It's the most powerful thing. Need good communication, right? Resources to get that FAANG interview. Yep. True. Yo, I have to pinpoint that. Yo, what is this like motivating quotes? Should I just change this niche into like motivational quote for programmers? One quote per day at the start of the stream. Okay, almost done. Sorry for the wait. This took a while. I didn't realize the constraint. Okay, and then what? Plus equals val and hashtag put nums at 2 at index and wait. Do yeah. Y'all just give me advice tips to solve leak codes. I'm solving with Python. Yeah, Python is the best language for interviews. I don't know why nobody solves it in Python, but yeah, I should be talking to myself. I know, but I don't know. Thinking of learning Python also, bro. Map.put. Uh, yo, there's a firework going on next to my house. I don't know why, bro. I should be going outside. I use it for big data. Yeah, right? Cause yeah, it's for AI and stuff. Not a subject. Jupyter Notebook? What is that? Yo, where are you pulling up these names, bro? It was first of all software architect, and then this. Well, actually, yeah. I think I seen this. It's for like AI machine learning models. By the way, only advice I have for leak code is to don't copy and paste solutions. If you need help, check on how it's going to be solved. Just thinking of you have to have. Wait. Think. True, bro. Yeah. Just don't look at the solution the first 10 minutes. Just give it a try. If it's something you already know, then especially don't look at the solution, right? Hey, but guys, bro, the reason I looked at the solution is because I don't want you guys to be waiting for me. But it was basically the same thing. I just realized that. This plus one. This should be one. Total minus. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, same, bro. But I actually don't know the solution. I just like at least try to get a hint, and then most of the time when I get a hint, I'm like able to solve it. But I use the same approach. Okay, got accepted. Try submitting it. This should work. Great. Bro, when you do like a project for professor and like something, Jupiter. Should know that. Thinking of getting my master's in AI. Just pinpoint this. I'll just pinpoint this so I'll use it 7 years later when I'm getting my master's. Nice runtime, bro. It was terrible here, right? 57, but I think it's good here. Let's look at my daily. Wait. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's better. I have 938 coins. 938 coins. What should I buy? Travel time ticket? Nah. You know the leetcode? He bought this cap. I don't know how he saved that long. This is good, bro. Laptop sleeve. First place on a contest. Second place in the contest. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. 615. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows the pain you went through just to get that hat. That's worth like $5. But for us, it's worth way more, bro. It's worth the time. Imagine pulling up to this and it's like pulling up with this hat to interview, right? That'll be crazy. What kind of music you guys like? Honestly, dude. Yo, there's fireworks happening right now. July 4th was yesterday. I don't know why you're doing it now. Yesterday, bro. Favorite music? Honestly, dude, I don't know. Okay, can you guys subscribe one more time? If you're subscribed, you don't need to, but for the pe people who are watching the stream and haven't subscribed, can you please subscribe, and then I think I'll end the stream. Oh. David Goggins, what is happening, bro? Yo, I think my computer is telling me to end the stream, bro. I can't do anything. It's lag, bro. Because I'm running like a lot of stuffs. My MacBook, it's old. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think I'll end the stream now then. So, peace.